So you live in Martinez, you've got a dog, and you want to find a great trainer. Well, you're in the right place. We're going to lay out a really clear path to help you find the perfect professional for you and your best friend.
I want you to picture this for a second. You're taking a nice, calm walk right along the Carquinez Street. No pulling on the leash. Or maybe you're grabbing a coffee on Main Street and your dog is just relaxing by your side. That's the dream, right? That's what this is all about. Enjoying our beautiful town together.
Okay, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about training specifically for life here in Martinez. Then we'll cover some key concepts you should know, how to actually evaluate trainers, the costs and local rules, and finally, how to make that big decision.
Let's start with what makes training in Martinez unique. This isn't just some generic advice. It's all about navigating the real places you and your dog will be every single day.
Think about it. You've got the beautiful but sometimes busy waterfront trails. You have the amazing farmers market, which can be a lot for a dog to handle. And oh yeah, the squirrels in the downtown plaza, they're practically a rite of passage. Good training helps you handle all of this, plus things like greeting neighbors on our narrow sidewalks or walking calmly past the Amtrak station without a fuss.
So how do you get your dog ready for all that? It really helps to understand a few basic ideas first. Knowing these will make your conversations with potential trainers so much more effective.
The method you're going to hear about most often is positive reinforcement. And honestly, it's pretty simple. It just means you reward the behaviors you want to see more of, with treats, praise, a favorite toy, you name it. It makes learning fun and stress-free for your dog, and it's proven to be incredibly effective. And this is a really big deal in our community. I mean, we live pretty close to our neighbors here in Martinez. Using humane methods isn't just safer and more reliable for your dog, it's just better for keeping things friendly with everyone on your block. Now, training usually comes in one of two flavors. You've got group classes, which are fantastic for socialization and learning to listen with other dogs around. They're also usually easier on the wallet. Then there's private or in-home training. This is totally customized and perfect for tackling specific issues, like, say, barking like crazy every time the doorbell rings.
All right, you've got the basics down on training styles. Now for the big part. How do you actually find a qualified professional who's the right fit for you?
It really boils down to three pretty simple steps. First, do a little homework on their credentials. We'll get to what those mean in a second. Second, set up a consultation. A lot of trainers will offer a free initial chat. And third, just assess the fit. Does their personality and approach feel right for you and your dog? You'll probably see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name, and it can look like alphabet soup, but here's a quick guide. A certification like CPDT-KA shows they have a solid base of knowledge and are committed to professional standards. If you're dealing with more complex behavior issues like serious fear or aggression, you might look for a specialist with credentials like CBCC-KA. Okay, let's get practical and talk about two really important things: how much this all costs and the local rules every dog owner in Martinez should know. This table should give you a general ballpark of what to expect to pay in our area. You can see that group classes are often the most affordable way to get started. My biggest tip here is to always ask what's included in the price so you're comparing apples to apples. And being a responsible owner means knowing the local rules. Here in Martinez, that means your dog has to be on a leash in public unless you're in a designated off-leash park. Your dog also needs a Contra Costa County license and proof of a rabies vaccination. And, of course, just be a good neighbor and be mindful of excessive barking. All right, it's time to pull everything together. This last part is all about arming you with the right questions so you can feel totally confident when you make your final choice. So you've scheduled that consultation. What should you actually be asking to make sure this is the right person to help you and your dog? Think of this as your essential checklist. You'll definitely want to ask about their training methods and credentials, but also ask how they'll tailor the plan specifically to your dog. Get the details on fees, how you'll measure progress, and whether they're willing to work with your vet if a health issue might be at play. And once the training begins, you'll need great places to practice. We're lucky here. The Hidden Lakes Park Dog Park is fantastic for working on recall in a safe, fenced area. And both the Carquinez Strait and Radke shorelines are perfect for practicing those polite leash walking skills. In the end, this is all about making life with your dog more enjoyable for both of you.
A well-trained dog means less stress and more fun, whether you're hiking the trails, browsing the shops downtown, or just relaxing at home. I wish you the best of luck in finding the perfect training partner.